Hello, my name is Steve Taylor. I'm one of the founders of AirCycle Systems, and I'm an engineer from Cooper Union in New York City. And sitting next to me is one of our key people, James.
I'm James Tuttle, and I'm a industrial designer out of University of Oregon. I got my BFA in industrial design there. I also teach computer-aided design and 3D printing, and that's how I got involved with AirCycle Systems.
Definitely. So I will introduce the Penguin Air, and again, this is a beta of the unit, which is why we're on Kickstarter. But this is it's made up of basically three pieces: the engine, where the fan and the filters are, a hose to pump air up to a mask, and here's the mask. And we'll talk about each of the elements as we go forward here. So the engine, as you can see, is a small device, around 2 pounds or less. This version is a beta, but inside is a filter. This is basically the same filtration as my N95 mask. The N95 mask, the reason why it's called N95 is it filters N95% of 0.3 micron particles or larger. What we actually have inside is a double N95 mask, so that this does 99.975% filtration, which is much greater than this mask. And the bottom line is the filter is inside the engine here, such that it's not sitting next to your face, no moisture buildup, no bacteria buildup, whereas these masks that we're both wearing have both moisture, heat, and bacteria buildup inside, and also block our CO2, such that we're rebreathing our own air. Mm-hmm. With this system, we take air in through the main unit, bring it up through the hose and into the mask, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Let me turn it on so you can hear what it sounds like. So we have to turn the batteries on, and now, just to give you an idea, that's full blast, and you can see the I'm not going to push it, but you can see it shaking. It's a real strong set of air coming out. It's enough such that you could be working out in a gym, and this will provide enough air pressure into the mask such that you'll get no outside air in. Let me turn it down to where you normally will run it.
And then I can try this on.
I want you to try that on, James. Let me plug it in. It's that simple.
We've got a simple elastic strap here with some Velcro. Position it like that. Strap in the back.
So the mask that James is wearing has a external 3D printed. This one, we'll move it eventually to injection molded as well. And inside is a piece of silicon, and we'll show you the silicon in this mask here. But what it does is the air flows up into his mask, providing positive pressure, and then the air comes out through the little filter in the mask. So we designed in a filter so his breathing output doesn't go back into the environment. Positive pressure means that airflow goes in and you have zero leakage. With a beard, as James does, wears, if he wore his mask, he's actually creating many, many channels that are 300 to 600 times bigger than particulates that might be in the environment. Whereas with this mask, it's incredibly light, at less than 6 ounces with the hose, and protects against leakage. Runs up to 12 hours on one charge. So you can wear this to an entire shift without having to recharge the system. The system even works if you plug it in. If you're at a desk, you could plug it in, recharging while you're using it. The internal is made out of silicon. Maybe you can talk to that, the food grade.
Yeah, we got a food grade silicone piece that comes up against your face, similar to a CPAP mask. And the benefit of this is you have a great feel on the face, because a lot of the time with a mask like the N95 or these medical grade masks, you see people that are wearing them next to you and they're talking and the mask is falling down, you know? And with this mask, you can see I'm talking completely normal and the mask isn't shifting and moving around, and I have a nice feel. The clean air coming in is very cooling and relaxing, and I could work all day and forget about wearing this. And as you can see with Steve, you can see the strings on his ears here. Like, his ears are turning red because it looks very strenuous.
It sure is.
And just 10 minutes of wearing that, and you're tired and you want to take it off. And if you take it off, then you're risking things. So having a mask that fits correctly is really the way to go.
And what you may be able to see also is my glasses are steaming up. It's a constant problem with all the masks, but especially the better filtration you have, the more it's a problem. James could wear glasses, there'd be no buildup at all.
Yep.
I think it's worth just talking a little bit about why we built this device. The idea came to my partner and I. He was riding on a train, and there was all sorts of particles in the air. He smells, there was gases, and he said, what can I do to protect myself to take out those particulates in the air, to filter them out? And we started talking about, well, what made the most sense? Should we do something on the face, just have, if you will, blowers, etc.? And we realized that you start adding a lot of weight on the face, and it's very hard. And again, the whole idea is to make this very comfortable, make it very easy to wear. So we said, well, we have to have an external blower. And then we started realizing all the benefits, because we could put the filters here rather than on my face. Moisture, CO2 buildup, etc., all go away. And we had to decide about positive air pressure versus negative. Positive means we're bringing in air here, blowing it through the hose into the mask, and then the mask air blows out through that filter. So therefore, everything is filtered, both incoming and outcoming. And we basically eliminate complete leakage. Leakage is eliminated. You don't have to worry about that at all. And versus if we were sucking it in, the mask gets tight on the face, it becomes uncomfortable. So again, comfort, all-day use, 99.975% filtration. Please help us get the cost of the mold so we can turn this into a very strong, excellent unit of high quality that we can ship to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks.